I wanted to do a horror movie, and because I was into horror movies at the time, and I just wanted to see what we could do with it, you know. And you were like, "That sounds great." So you asked everyone else, and they said that would be cool. Now we had two ideas for a movie. We had I think it was a comedy movie. And we also like a comedy, and we also had a horror movie. And I was like, "Oh, horror movie all the way," even though I knew it was gonna be hard to watch for me at least because I don't like seeing myself on camera, but. We came up with that idea, it was agreed upon, and then that's where we started to come up with what we could do with the horror. Oddly enough, I was inspired by Gremlins for some weird reason. I wanted to do like a bunch of creatures attacking people.
I remember in our first discussions you were really into the idea of the plants were a big part of it, and so the rose engraving the garden became kind of a central part of that idea.
Yeah, the central theme of the story.
Yeah.
And where should we go from here?
But you've done a lot of writing to begin with, Alex, right?
Yeah. But this is the first thing I've ever done. This is the first screenplay I've ever wrote. After we decided the idea, we got everyone involved. We started talking about things, and me and Abel met a few times. And he was the aside from me, he was the guy who was really discussing ideas and how we could do things. He's the guy filming right now. So a lot of what Grave in the Garden is like the ideas were mine and Abel's, but we all had a hand in creating certain aspects. Like I remember, I think it was Jaden, who we'll get to here in a little bit. We'll get to everyone here. He decided the names of the characters, Abel really helped me when it came to if I didn't have an idea for something. He really helped me and pushed me forward into finalizing it and saying, let's do that.
Yeah. It was just great because like I'm already a free-flowing person. So many ideas going through my brain at one time. Like I just think about a lot of things at once, and like it's very easy for me to just like get something in my mind and go from that, and like also adding different things while I'm in that process.
Okay, cool. Then you ended up, I remember, Abel, you were going to be the role of Max.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to be the star of the movie, but you had some reservations about that. You didn't really want to do that, did you? Talk about that.
I just, like before, I'm not really that shy on camera. Like, obviously, I don't care, but like whenever I was doing that main part, I was a little nervous, being honest, and I just worked with cameras before, and I felt a lot more comfortable doing the camera work and stuff.
We brought you in to the movie to play the main character. You've been in AEP in a previous session last year, and but since we needed another actor, and we just had people who wanted to be behind the scenes and didn't want to necessarily act in it, brought you in and you played the main role. What was that like for you?
It was actually pretty nerve-wracking. I've never really done anything like that. It was really hard too because you had to get everything right. You know, if you were off by this much, it would mess everything up. So.
Even in a student film, we did lots of retakes on a scene, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Like, there wasn't just one take on a scene. How many takes did we do on some of those scenes?
I think some of them we had up to 10, maybe.
Acting in a movie is kind of something that I get to brag about every day.
Cool.
In the Music Man and stuff, I get to brag about that. Well, first of all, I was the main makeup artist because I was the only makeup artist. So that's that. That's actually my first time doing makeup on anybody else other than myself. And I think I did a pretty good job for my first time. And it was also really fun. It was not quite as fun as doing the acting part, but it was still really, really fun. And I hope I'm able to do it again in another Ancova thing.
Yeah, I work with the camera a bit, and I learned a bit of the bass guitar doing this.
Okay. And that's something that I think, I'm just saying right off, I think you should do more of that because you really did really well. You took off with that really well. What about the people in AEP?
I think they're just really cool people, and like Alex, he comes to my youth group now, so I get to talk to him a bit more than just here, and everyone else is cool.
I really liked the scenes with the bloody flower. Those were executed really well. I really liked those.
Cool.
It was written by a great writer. We had good actors, good film. You know, we have people filming pretty good shots, and I think at the end of the day, that really makes the movie. Because, I mean, with the time we had, we did a pretty good job, I think.
My favorite scene was the fight scene, because like, I kind of turned out to be the hero. I saved Max, and I was freezing to death at the same time. And after that scene, I just went inside and ate an apple.
All of the movies, I thought they came out really good. The shots, better than I expected. The editing was perfect. Just the way that everything was set up was just really good, and like it just flowed. Like the shots, like for being a student film, we got some really good shots in, and I was excited about that.
I'm so proud of what these kids did in AP this session. We've had a lot of challenges in making the movie. We had very little time each week to make the movie. We had like an hour or 2 hours. And yes, it's a student film, but it was just such a great experience to work with these kids and to start, as usual with any project, the most exciting thing for me is the creative process and working as a team. And to see everybody pull together as a team and make something together that had never existed before. And we made 4 films together in this session. So the 3 documentaries and The Grave in the Garden. So I just saw so much growth with each kid and the whole team together, so much growth. It was really, I just had a blast. I had so much fun.